There's a whole line of residential and commercial with Lindhaus. Today we're just going to talk about two of their commercial machines. As a matter of fact, I'll probably just talk about one of them. But again, commercial cord versus residential cord. And the Lindhaus machines are heavy duty to begin with. Lindhaus, for those of you who don't realize, is kind of known, it's an Italian company, and they're known for two things. They're known for, number one, making motors that last a very long time. So this is no exception. It's not uncommon for people to get a Lindhaus and have it for 10, 15, 20 years. Kind of like mom's old Electrolux or Kirby or that kind of thing. It is a buy once, buy right kind of machine. The second thing they're known for is their brushes. So they have good, strong, powerful motors that last a very long time, and they have very good aggressive very good aggressive brush rolls, which is a big part of the battle. When you're vacuuming, especially when you're vacuuming carpet, you want to have a good brush roll. Before we go ahead and show you how well it picks up, this is pretty cool too. If you want to get a close up of that right there. It's got a couple of little wheels on the side of it, so when you're going across the wall, you're not marking up the wall at all. Okay, so it'll move across the wall. When you're using it for like edge cleaning against the wall, it'll slide right against the wall, very, very easy without marking up the walls. And that's on both of these machines. You can get a close up of this one too. It's on both the RX 380 and the Dynamic 380. Okay, nice soft rubber wheels too that aren't going to mark up. Non-marking wheels on the bottom. This is pretty unique to the Lindhaus too. Again, two motors, and when you want to, instead of having to unwrap the cord with all the Lindhaus, you just push this button here and drops the handle a little bit so that you can take the cord off very easily without having to unwrap the whole thing. And again, there are commercial versions and residential versions. This is the commercial model with the heavy duty cord. Nice long cord. Again, if you want a personalized demonstration, just give us a call, 1-800-263-5425, or visit your local back shop. But while it's in the upright position, it's just one motor on, and that second motor won't click on until we lay that handle down. So, one motor, and then here's your handle release right here. Drop that down. See if you can zoom in on that light too, Jared. So there's a green light on there that tells you everything is okay. Now, if you got something jammed up in the brush roll, or if you have it at the wrong height, then it will tell you it will turn red. But let's pick up some of this here. So that's pretty aggressive, right? I think while we're doing that, we probably should show what happens if you pick up something you shouldn't too. So the machine's got a very low profile, so it's easy to get underneath the bed, under the sofa, that kind of thing. But there's always a possibility you might pick up a sock or shoelace or something like that. This machine has a circuit breaker, so if you pick up something you shouldn't, it'll automatically shut off for you. This is why we say you can have the belt for a long time, virtually forever, never replace the belt. Okay, so turn this on again, and then we'll watch this pick up. You can see it shuts off. Get a close up of that red light. Try to give it something stuck in there. All we do is turn it off. There's a nice little handle here too. Nice little handle to lift the machine up. So it's very easy to balance the machine and carry it around. So I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to pull whatever's in there out. Now, again, if it's not that easy to take out, it's very easy to take the bottom plate off and get in there. Actually, this one's the RX 380. So this one, you don't even have to take the bottom plate off. All you do is pull this down like this on the side. Well, here, before I get ahead of myself, again, I apologize for getting long-winded, but there's a lot to explain. Let me show you what happens. I just took the towel out of there, and now I turn it back on, and I'm right back in business. Okay? And so with this RX 380, you don't need to take that bottom plate off at all. It's got a nice strong bottom plate, but all you have to do is pull the side off right here. If you do want to go in there and you want to change that brush, just like that, or you want to clean the brush off, and then that pops out real easy for you. That's about as easy to get as it gets. Good, strong, heavy-duty, reliable machine. Going to be around for many, many years with very little maintenance. And now we'll move on to show you what type of attachments come with it. So the two machines we have here today are the Lindhaus Dynamic 380. That's the commercial version of the Diamante 380. So that's the Lindhaus Dynamic 380. And then we've also got the Lindhaus RX. And this one's called the 380 as well. So I think the idea is that the power head itself is 380. So again, the unique thing about the Lindhaus is that these are not only good, strong, powerful suction motors, but these uprights, the commercial uprights and their residential uprights, have two motors, okay? Why two motors? Because the machine has to do two different jobs. So you have one for suction and one to spin the brush. Again, it's got a very aggressive brush on there, but you have to have a motor to spin that brush. Most of your traditional vacuums have one motor. So one motor creates the suction, and then there's a belt coming off of that suction motor that connects to the brush roll. So the motor's doing two jobs. It has to work twice as hard. It has to create the suction and spin the brush. So what does that mean? It means that you can lose some suction if it means that if the machine's working, the machine's got to work harder. So if you got a full bag and the motor's working a little bit slower, the brush is going to work a little bit slower. If something is interfering with the belt, then that's going to slow down the power of the machine. So two separate things. So if something is stuck in the brush, the suction is not going to be affected. If something is slowing down the suction, the brush is not going to be affected because it's got its own separate motor. So let's take the RX 380 and we'll demonstrate how that picks up the hair. Let's first look at that brush roll that I promised you. And again, I'm sorry I'm getting long-winded, but the vacuum can't talk. So let's take a look at that brush roll. Okay, nice aggressive brush roll. Okay, nice firm brush roll. That's the brush roll on the RX 380. And let me just take a look at the bottom of this one. And this is the brush roll on the Dynamic 380. So it's a good stiff bristle brush. But here's the cool thing about all the Lindhauses, they're very easy to maintain. So you're gonna have to get up and take a look at this here because I want to show everybody these machines, known for their brushes and their motors. Also, very little maintenance is required for these machines. It's very difficult to break a belt. I've never seen anybody break a belt on a Lindhaus because it is the tooth belt, it's not the stretch belt. You can virtually have this machine for 15, 20 years without replacing the belt. But if you ever have to get in there to clean the brush off, this comes right off, just like it's very easy to access the brush. As a matter of fact, it's very easy to take the brush right out and clean it off. This pops out just like that. Okay, so it's very easy to take the brush out and clean it. That's one of the biggest problems with a vacuum maintenance-wise is number one, the belt breaking. This belt will never break. But number two, cleaning the brush off, that pops out real easy to clean the brush off. And the bearings you can pop the bearings off the brush very easily. So if you want to replace the brush down the road, you can replace it without actually replacing the bearings in the brush roll, and it's very inexpensive. So very little maintenance required, good high quality machine. But I'm going to do something I probably should have done a few minutes ago, which is first of all show you how good the machine cleans.